This video, we talk about the best way to market your business without using any money. Coming right up. And this is John Lee. If it's the first time you come across me, my channel is all about marketing businesses, growing businesses, and creating multiple streams of income. So if you don't want to miss out on all the new videos I create, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on all the new content. So what's the best way to market your business without using any money? I know this sounds a little bit too good to be true. So I want to list down some of the things that you could actually do to actually start getting some free exposure. So one thing that I always focus on, especially if you follow me on social media, I always use a lot of what we call guerrilla marketing strategies. Right? So guerrilla marketing is a way to market your business in an unorthodox way. Again, so if you don't want to spend money doing this, a lot of people would spend money on, TV adverts, newspaper, getting business cards, going to trade events, and all very well, that stuff's good. The only challenge is if you put a TV advert out, you don't know who's watching. In fact, if you actually put a advert on the Super Bowl, it's like $5 million for a 30-second ad, which is insane. But you'll get around 100 million eyeballs. So that's a lot of eyeballs, and you'll probably get enough sales to make back your investment. But if we don't have any money, then what's the best way to do this? So I want to show you some of the things that I do. Like when I first started off in business, I didn't have lots of money to market. Of course, now I invest millions of dollars in marketing, but when I first started off, I did not have a huge marketing budget. So the first thing I do is I would get into circles. So for example, in this circle, again, my first business was real estate. So I didn't want to go out and find property deals. So what I did is I went into a network, okay? And so this is John Lee here, right? And I went into this network, and within this network, there are people, that want different things. For example, in real estate, there were people that wanted to find properties, a lot of people that finance properties, a lot of people that would actually do all the work and the conveyancing and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to get a lot of leads and sales really, really fast, and by the way, I still do this today, even though I do invest millions of dollars into marketing my company and pushing my brand out there, I still do a lot of what you're about to learn. And this one is what we call a JV. Right? JV stands for joint venture. Joint venture is you're going to go to somebody who's already got that network, and you're going to say, hey, I want to access that network, but in that network is going to have some kind of value add. So what was my value add for doing business with these people? Well, for example, this person here had a lot of the property deals, right? So they had all the leads, right? And by the way, just a little aside here. If you look at the word leads, it's spelled Leads. But if you spell Deals, it spells deals. So if you want the deals, you need the leads. This is why marketing is so important. And if you don't have money to do it, then this is how you should do it. So JV, again, stands for joint venture. And what we're going to do, these joint venture partners have all of their own networks, right? So all you're going to do is you're going to go to this joint venture partner, and you're going to ask the joint venture partner, what is it that you need help with? Or, you might say something like, what's the biggest challenge that you're facing right now that you could actually use some help with? And so for me, I found a lot of people, for example, in property, and there was guys who had a lot of property deals, but they needed help shifting those deals. So what did John Lee do? John Lee started building a list of property investors. And so I would take those deals and I would shift those deals onto these people, and I would joint venture. I would market my business indirectly, because that person would have to send out an email or some kind of communication to their entire network saying, oh, by the way, we've partnered with John Lee. So what happens is all their clients start coming to me. Right? So when you're doing a joint venture, it's always best to find out what's in it for that person. What is it they want? And most of all, this one word I'm going to share with you now. If you just have this one word in your culture of your business, I promise you'll never have to worry about money again. And it's always about value add. How many of you agree with that? Type in agree, right? Value add, right? I know this is a video you're watching on YouTube, but I'm trying to present like it's live, right? So I normally run a lot of live events, but due to the whole lockdown thing and the COVID thing, so we try to make this as real as possible. So we want to do some kind of value add, where in that value add, what's happening is we are providing something that they cannot do by themselves, or it would be very difficult for them to do themselves. So joint venture, the secret, and a lot of people get it wrong. They'll always approach people and say, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? It's like asking people for favors all the time. But imagine if someone came to you all the time asking for favors, you're like, oh, okay, you do the first two, and then it's like, no, I don't want to do it. But if someone said to you, hey, what do you need help with? And you say, well, I need help with that. And that person helps you. And then you go out and you ask for the favor. Are they more likely to do that favor? Yes or no? The answer is yes. So the secret here to joint venture is always giving first, always adding value first. And I promise you, if you do that, your business will have so much richer. Right now, for example, my speaking engagement. So I do a lot of public speaking. So, I have promoters all around the world in different parts of all the parts of the world. And I was going to say different parts of the country, it's the same thing. But these people are promoting my brand and they already have the audience. So all I have to do is I have to add value to that audience. So the question when I'm approaching one of my promoters or managers or my publicists, or, if I'm doing some joint venture partners with my friends who are, CEOs of big companies and really look for that value add that you can add. And even if it costs you money, right? If it costs you money, still do it, because what's going to happen, you're going to build a long-term relationship that you put in some money now and it's an investment, right? So, friend says to me, hey, John, I want to get that. I say to them, or if I know what their problem is, if I can predict the problem, that's even better. So let's say, for example, a friend of mine, he loves to, he saw like, oh, John, you've gone into great shape, and how do you do it? And your skin looks so fresh. Well, I've been doing a lot of juicing, right? So, one of the things I can do, I can buy one of these juices and send it to my friend, and he'll go, oh, that person's thought about me. So it's almost like you are preempting the value add before that person even knows it themselves, or exactly at that point of time where they need that thing. So when you come in at that point, you create that value add, you add value to their lives, and guess what? That value is going to come back to you. So joint ventures, again, for example, when I first started out in my speaking industry, I would speak for free. So I'll say, hey, you know what? I'll give your audience an amazing speech. I normally charge this much money, but I'm going to speak for free. I'll even pay for my own expenses. Right. So that's when I first started off. And then for one of the first events, and the big events I spoke at was by my friend, Just Want Rai. He used to run an event called the Berkshire Property Meet, where he had 250 people at that event. And I would go there and I would speak, and I'll be there every single year talking about a specific topic. And I tell you, like our business, specifically our property business, started growing and growing and growing, because that was my value add. I was okay at speaking. I was okay at delivering a presentation that people would understand and get value from. And they saw that. And so they had me come down and become a speaker. So that's another great way you can add a lot of value. But I tell you, if you do this, it will solve a lot of your problems. You will not have to spend any money on marketing. The only thing you will have to do is to upskill yourself. So you must invest in your education. You must invest time in the relationships. You've heard about, capital, but this is what we call relationship capital. We're building that, that goodwill within that, what we call the goodwill bank account. So do that, and I promise you your business will do very well. If you got a lot of value from this, this channel, I share a lot of tips, strategies, and ways to grow your business, start a business, and ultimately to earn more money from your business. So if you don't want to miss out on the new videos, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications right now, and also hit that like button so it lets YouTube know that you like my videos, and hopefully it will show you more of my videos so you don't miss out on any of the new videos. What I'll do, I'll link a video here and here. I'll put a subscribe button over here. But other than that, this is John Lee, the author of Business Hack. Bye for now.